Got his hands on some balls in the middle, plug things up defensively. Russ Pennell likes to go with that big lineup just for short stretches in the first half.
This will be Gonzaga ball.
The key to Arizona's lead here early in this game is their ability to neutralize Josh Heitfeld. I don't think he's taken a shot attempt so far in this game.
2 free throws is all for Heitfeld. And going to foul Arizona's pressure in the backcourt. We just mentioned the fouls. Arizona's lost 2 games this year. They lost a home game to UAB with a pair of inexplicable fouls at the end of the game. And then they lost at Texas A&M when Nick Wise fouled out with about 7 minutes to go in the game, and Arizona just fell apart. They led the entire game.
Yeah, up 59-50 when Nick Wise fouled out of that game. Jordan Hill picked up a technical foul, which was not a smart play. There's Heitfeld. Height making his presence felt. Big Josh. And that's where he can give Jordan Hill a lot of problems because he can step out 15 to 17, knock down 3-point shots if necessary.
Budinger was being held there. Pargo was riding Budinger on his left hip. Pargo picks up his first foul.
Let's look at Josh Heitfeld's first field goal. You see Jordan Hill used to patrolling the paint. He goes to stop penetration. No one covers Heitfeld. There he is. Medium range jump shot for his first field goal of this game.
Hill and a block. It's going to score the basket. Goodson slid in late. He's called for the block.
Yeah, I think Goodson slid in after Jordan Hill had jumped on the baseline. There's Hill going to elevate right there. Yeah, Goodson still moving, not established with this position, and didn't kind of lean into Jordan Hill to draw the contact.
But Jordan Hill missed a huge free throw at the end of that loss at Texas A&M, and he said, I'm still angry about it.
Yeah, I think Arizona up 2, front end of the 1-and-1.
He's taking his anger out the right way.
Yeah, and he's worked extremely hard on making himself a better free throw shooter.
Oh. Austin Day,
man,
that's 6'11" doing that.
Come on, Austin. Come on, man. Come on. Quit showing out.
You don't think scouts drool when they see that?
But his dad, Darren Day, was an outstanding high school player in the Los Angeles area. Played at UCLA, about a 6'8" guard. And that's where Austin gets a lot of that skill development.
Nice curl there for Budinger in the lane. Goodson for Gonzaga. Oh, great little move by Budinger and sets up Gray.
Set it up beautifully. And now you got 2 speedy, quick guards in the game for Gonzaga. Going to be tough for Arizona to keep the penetration at the minimum out top.
But look at the difference this year for Arizona right there. Nick Wise had that ball back up the court, Marcus, in 3 seconds. And the Arizona players were brought here by Lute Olson to play that style. Long rebound and going to be saved by the Wildcats.
Hill fortunate the second foul wasn't called.
And Wise for 3.
Well, that weight loss has really benefited Nick Wise, knocking down 44% of his 3-point shots, but just a totally different player the last couple of years. Not a good player. Not a good player.
You got it. There's the foul. Exactly the one you talked about. Goodson with the basket. Jordan Hill's second foul.
Just the beneficiary of a bad position defensive play at his end. He does the same thing at the other end.
Well, we'll look back at the legacy of Arizona's legend, Lute Olson, when we return to Phoenix. Stop talking, raving about Lute Olson. That's why they're playing this game. Gonzaga, Lute Olson has been so instrumental in helping Mark Few and his wife raise significant money in the Coaches versus Cancer cause in Spokane.
Yeah, Luke flew up there last summer, I believe, and was a part of it all. Just kind of called up Mark Few and look, I'm coming. I want to be a part of this thing. Such a tremendous cause that you're involved with. Mark Few's raised the second most amount of money for Coaches versus Cancer behind Jim Boeheim of Syracuse.
So Arizona, Dimitri Goodson missing on the shot for the 3-point play there, but Alex Jacobson is in, Jordan Hill out.
Yeah, and Chase Budinger upset that nobody's giving him a look inside. He's posting up the little guy. He's got a mouse in the house. He's got Goodson on his back.
Jacobson Jacobson threw a little bit of a forearm there into Goodson on a screen. And Alex Jacobson's called.
Give the little guy Dimitri Goodson credit. Did a nice job battling Chase Budiger in the post. Made him flare to the corner, and as he flared, Alex Jacobson moved on that screen. And again, Arizona with their 2-2-1 kind of bother press, not trying to steal, but trying to trap at every opportunity. And here's a turnover.
A turnover on Goodson.
And the coaching staff of Arizona, Mike Dunlap, Russ Pennell talked about it extensively at the shoot-around. We're trapping wings, we're trapping corners. Know you're trapping.
Well, one of the stories that people around Arizona say is that they've played so far this year in varying spurts of intensity. And there hasn't been any variance so far. Wise had that shot blocked, and that's the Gonzaga length. Budinger with a rebound. Horn can't finish.
You got to go up to dunk that. He went up trying to avoid contact. You got to jump through the contact and use the rim as a trapeze to swing on after you dunk, but jump to the rim with the Jamel Horn. He's too athletic to miss a shot like that. Another, oh wow, uncharacteristic turnovers by Gonzaga. Nice pass from Nick Wise, and right there, Russ Pennell saying the same thing. Go in and finish.
So the interesting thing is Arizona, I mean, Russ Pennell said it himself after as Heitfeld. You see Pargo also sitting. You know, the other night when they beat San Diego State, Russ Pennell said, you know, we were strong on defense. He said, I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth. Well, they're playing. Now there's a turnover. And Gonzaga 2-on-1. Goodson to Downs. About to say that Arizona's playing a pretty energetic defensive half so far.
They have. They've played well defensively. I mean, this is a Gonzaga team that comes in highly ranked, playing at the top of their game. They've beaten some great teams, Tennessee included in that number this season. So nothing about this first half, if you're Coach Pennell, that you're disappointed about.
Budinger with a pull-up. Now this is a little danger zone for Arizona.
But you know the separation could be coming if you're not careful, if you're Arizona.
Hill out of the game. Arizona missing a few shots.
Arizona starting to turn the basketball over.
Boy, inside Micah Downs, and then he and Budinger tie, and the ball will go to Arizona. You know, one thing we haven't referenced yet, Marcus, is, well, look at this. Hill coming back in the game. So Hill was out for just over 2 minutes.
Russ Pennell rolling the dice. Gonna trust that his big guy will have the ability to not pick up that third foul, which is asking an awful lot of Jordan Hill.
Well, in the 2 minutes and 25 seconds that Jordan Hill was out of the game, Arizona scored 0 points.
Yeah.
We'll get back to Gonzaga in a moment, but here's a look at the Pac-10. The head coaching changes weren't just limited to the change in Tucson. Of course, at California, this is the one that's going to take a while to get used to see Mike Montgomery in blue and gold. Ben Braun is now coaching at Rice. Craig Robinson had a big win yesterday as Oregon State beat Nebraska.
Yeah, Craig Robinson, the brother-in-law of the president-elect Barack Obama.
Jay John, by the way, is on the bench with Mike Montgomery, Cal. And Stanford off to a decent start. They're playing at Colorado State today.
And Stanford has Rodney Tension, former Arizona assistant, former Loyola head coach, and Dick Davey, former head coach at Santa Clara, on their bench. So Pac-10 terrific coaches and terrific assistant coaches this season.
About to say, the one thing we haven't referenced yet, Gonzaga Wednesday night in a huge rivalry game in the Northwest beat Washington State in Pullman. They humbled Washington State. I mean, they demolished the Cougars on the Cougars home court in the second half, in a half that Mark Few said was 12 minutes was as good as I've ever seen us play.
Yeah, and you know, he said some of his Richie Fromm teams from a few years back had some good runs, but that one was the most impressive.
Boy, there's another good. Both Budinger's baskets in this game have been following his own misses.
Well, that's good offense. That's the UCLA offense. UCLA cut off the high post. Budinger can do damage down in the low box. Good hustle by Chase on you.